Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurakila binti Mardi, 23B0907, and my partner is 23B0808, Nur Shalila binti Islamun Ahmad. So we are going to talk about Soreeh and Kinayah in Al-Qur'an and its implication in al-hukm al-syar'iyy. So here is the objective for our videos. We will be talking about the lafaz Soreeh in Al-Qur'an, and we will explain some examples of lafaz Soreeh, also exception in lafaz Soreeh in Al-Qur'an. We will be talking about definition of kinayah, also some examples and issues in translating the kinayah word, and the implications in al-hukm al-syar'iyy. So moving on, there were two types of lafaz. First, lafaz Soreeh, and the second one is lafaz kinayah. Soreeh in Al-Qur'an, the lafaz in Al-Qur'an means clear, and it doesn't need any explanation. It doesn't need hadith to explain the verse more, to elaborate it more. So the verse is actually literal. It doesn't portray a different meaning, and it has singular interpretation. So for example, like if I said the door is red, so it literally means the door is red. It doesn't mean the door is blue or the door is yellow. It means red. So it is actually the same. For example, the door is red. I don't need any explanation to explain the door is red, didn't I? So it is the same. Lafaz Soreeh in Al-Qur'an, it also didn't need any hadith or any Al-Qur'an verse to elaborate the verse more to understand it. One of the examples of Soreeh verse in Al-Qur'an, in Surah Al-Isra verse 32, Auzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا إِنَّهُ كَانَ فَاحِشَةً وَسَاءَ سَبِيلًا, means, and do not approach unlawful sexual intercourse. So this verse literally forbid, Allah forbid people, men and women that doesn't married, to have unlawful sexual intercourse. For those who do unlawful sexual intercourse will be sin. The next example will be in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 110, وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ, means, and establish prayer and give zakah and bow with those who bow in worship and obedience. We can see this verse literally asks Muslims to do prayer, 5 times prayer. We are obliged to do the 5-time prayer and also pay zakah. It doesn't mean another meaning. It just means that we have to do 5 times prayer and we have to pay zakah. Another example will be in Surah An-Nur verse 2, Auzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim, الزانية والزاني وجلدوا كل واحد منهما 100 جلدة, means the unmarried woman or unmarried man found guilty of sexual intercourse, lash each one of them with 100 lashes. So in this verse, we can literally see this verse refer to people who sin, people who do unlawful sexual intercourse. So for those people who do unlawful sexual intercourse will be punished with 100 lashes. We can see in this verse there's mi'ah stated. The word mi'ah literally means 100. So we cannot do 99 lashes. We cannot do 101 lashes. We are obliged to do 100 lashes, just like this verse literally said. But also there is an exception in Soreeh. Surah Al-Ma'idah verse 38, Auzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim, وَالسَّارِقُ وَالسَّارِقَةُ فَاقْطَعُوا أَيْدِيَهُمَا جَزَاءً بِمَا كَسَبَا نَكَالًا مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَاللَّهُ عَزِيزٌ حَكِيمٌ, means, as for the thief, the male and the female, amputate their hands in recompense for what they committed as a deterrent punishment from Allah, and Allah is Almighty, All-Wise, mashallah. So this verse means, if we look at it, it looks like Soreeh in one part. If we really understand it deeply, it also refers to lafaz kinayah. So let's see. As for the thief, the male and the female who steal people belongings, they will be punished. Their hand will be amputated, cut. So that part is Soreeh. But the Kinayah part, which hands are we talking about? Is it the right hand? Is it the left hand? So we never know. There is actually hadith that explain it more, but this verse considered as lafaz kinayah because it also needs explanation. It also needs hadith to explain it more. So this verse doesn't include it in lafaz Soreeh, but instead it is included in lafaz kinayah.
Kinayah in Al-Qur'an. Kinayah derived from the term kinayah, yakunu or can. As opposed to Soreeh, kinayah is a form of word that provides a wide range of views. Technically, kinayah in Quran utilize and implicit words that pertain to certain situations. As stated by Al-Hashimi, kinayah can be interpreted either with the main or subsequent meaning. Issues in translating the words. The meaning behind the words cannot be simply determined from the word alone. Instead, it required deep understanding of the translator. So the words is either linguistic or extra-linguistic, or other variations like semantic, linguistic, cultural, and contextual components. If one fails to understand the components, the entire meaning will be different. This will bring difficulties for the translator. How to achieve appropriate meaning? So basically, the translator must first understand the context before translating it. It's either by mastering the Quranic verse or studying the reasons behind the words. It cannot be achieved by only analyzing the sentence. Example 1 in Surah Ar-Rahman verse 56. Meanings in both gardens will be maidens of modest case, who no human or jinn has ever touched. This verse describes the form of kinayah. Women in heaven who are not fond of looking at other men. Instead, they be looking only at their husband. There is no pleasure in heaven than their husband. Examples number 2 from Surah Al-Baqarah verse 1 and 7. Meaning behind the words. The term to associate with them refers to have an intimate relationship with them, while the term bashar refers to husband and wife relationship in a polite way but have a deep meaning behind it. And also a person in itikaf is prohibited from having sexual intercourse with his wife while he is still in his itikaf.
So we will be talking about implications in al-hukm al-syar'iyy. For lafaz Soreeh in Al-Qur'an, if we were asked to do something, we are obliged to follow the rules. And if we were demanded to leave an action, so we really have to leave the action. We can't do the action. If not, we will be seen. So it really goes both ways. If we were asked to do it, we're obliged to do it. So if we are told to leave the action, so we have to leave.
Implication in al-hukm al-syar'iyy for the kinayah. It is important for the person to understand the meaning, and it also requires intention for the kinayah to take place. Without the intention, there is no kinayah. So for example, like a husband divorcing his wife in kinayah words, but there is no intention from the husband. The wife also still has a feeling for him, hence there is no divorce unless one of them wants to.